The world of cinema is mourning the loss of one of its most iconic and beloved figures. Diane Keaton, the Oscar-winning actress best known for her unforgettable performances in Annie Hall, The Godfather, and Something's Gotta Give. She has died at the age of 79. Her passing was confirmed by her family through People magazine and later verified by Reuters, Associated Press, and The Guardian. The statement from her representatives said that Diane passed away peacefully at her home in California, surrounded by loved ones. The cause of death has not yet been made public, but reports suggest she had been facing health complications for some time. As news of her death broke, tributes began to flood in from across the world, from Hollywood stars, directors, and fans who had admired her for decades. It's hard to put into words the impact Diane Keaton had on American cinema, not just as an actress, but as a symbol of independence, wit, and timeless charm. Born as Diane Hall on January 5, 1946, in Los Angeles, she grew up in a creative family. Her mother was a photographer, and her father worked as a civil engineer. Diane always said her mother was her first inspiration, the person who encouraged her to express herself freely and never be afraid of standing out. After studying drama, Diane moved to New York to pursue acting. Like many aspiring artists, she struggled at first, working small theater jobs and commercials. Her first real break came when she joined the Broadway musical Hair, where her energy and stage presence caught the attention of industry professionals. But the real turning point came when she met a young comedian and filmmaker, Woody Allen. The two would go on to create some of the most memorable works in American film history. Diane appeared in several of Allen's movies, but it was Annie Hall in 1977 that made her a household name. Her performance as Annie, a quirky, intelligent, and free-spirited woman navigating love and identity, won her the Academy Award for Best Actress. What made Diane's portrayal so remarkable was how natural it felt. She wasn't acting. She was Annie Hall. The character's style, the way she spoke, her sense of humor, they all mirrored Diane herself. Even the film's title was inspired by her real last name, Hall. Her loose, androgynous outfits, men's vests, oversized blazers, and wide-brimmed hats became a fashion revolution. Overnight, women across America began dressing like Annie Hall, and Diane became a cultural icon. But Diane Keaton was never a one-role actress. She had range, a rare kind of versatility that allowed her to shine in both comedy and drama. Just 5 years earlier, she had stunned audiences with her powerful performance in The Godfather as Kay Adams, the loyal yet conflicted wife of Michael Corleone. She reprised that role in The Godfather Part 2 and Part 3, bringing emotional depth to a character caught between love and moral despair. Through the 1980s and 1990s, Diane continued to deliver hit after hit. She starred in Baby Boom, Father of the Bride, and The First Wives Club, films that spoke to women of every generation. In 2003, her performance in Something's Gotta Give alongside Jack Nicholson earned her yet another Academy Award nomination. At nearly 60 years old, Diane Keaton had once again proven that age could never dim true talent. What set Diane apart wasn't just her acting, it was her authenticity. In a world where Hollywood often pressures women to fit a mold, Diane never conformed. She was outspoken, eccentric, and unafraid to laugh at herself. She wore what she wanted, spoke her mind, and lived life on her own terms. That authenticity made her both relatable and legendary. In interviews, she often joked about being single her entire life. Diane never married, though she had famous relationships with Woody Allen, Warren Beatty, and Al Pacino, her co-star from The Godfather. But she always said that motherhood was her greatest joy. She adopted 2 children, Dexter and Duke, and often spoke about how they changed her life completely. Outside of acting, Diane was also a talented writer, director, and photographer. She published several books, including her critically acclaimed memoir, Then Again, which explored her relationship with her mother and her journey through fame and self-discovery. She was also deeply passionate about architecture and real estate restoration, often buying old homes in Los Angeles and restoring them with artistic flair. Her love for art, photography, and design reflected the same curiosity and creativity she brought to her acting. She wasn't just a movie star, she was a complete artist. As tributes pour in, her co-stars have shared emotional messages. Al Pacino, her longtime friend and Godfather co-star, said in a statement, "Diane was one of a kind. She brought truth and light to every role she played, and to every moment off-screen. Working with her was one of the greatest."